Hi, boys and girls.
Hello.
Welcome to Veranda Tales. My name's Alyssa, and today we'll be reading Mole and the New Hole. Mole was looking for a home for winter. He came to the vole hole at the foot of the hill. Mole asked, "Can I share your hole with you? I can help you look for snails all winter." Vole said, "No, voles do not need help. Ask the rabbit up the hill." Mole went up the hill. He came to the rabbit hole. "Can I share your hole?" asked Mole. "I can help you gather dry grass all winter." "No," said Rabbit. "Rabbits do not need help. Go up the hill and ask the mouse." Mole went up the hill. He came to the mouse hole. "Can I share this mouse hole with you?" asked Mole. "I can help you dig out extra rooms." "No," said Mouse. "I do not need help. Go on up the hill. You will find an empty mole hole at the top." Mole came to the mole hole at the top of the hill. No one was home. "No one needs my help," said Mole. "I shall have to stay here on my own all winter." Drops of rain fell. Plop, plop, plop. The mole hole was dry and snug, but Mole was very sad. Do you think this story is going to have a happy or a sad ending? Happy? Okay, let's find out. Mole stuck his snout out of the mole hole. 3 very wet shapes were coming up the hill. Splish, splosh, splash. "Help!" said Mouse. "The rain is dripping into my mouse hole." "Help!" said Rabbit. "My hole is a river." "Help!" said Vole. "My hole is a swimming pool." Then they all asked, "Please, Mole, can we share the mole hole? We need your help." "Yes," said Mole. "I can help you. Come in, come in." The hill. Mole's new hole, Mouse's hole, Rabbit's hole, and Vole's hole. All snug as a bug in a rug. The end. So what did you guys think of that story?
It was a good story.
It was a good story?
The mole was trying to help people and share a hole, but none of them needed help. And then later on, in every story I read that happens.
What do you think the moral of the story was?
That how if you ask someone for if they need help and they don't need help, but later on they will need help. So everyone needs help in their life.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone needs help in their life. And what do you guys think of Mole? I mean, when
He's a kind person.
He's a kind person.
He's not a mean person.
He's a kind
person.
mole. Yeah. So you guys like the story?
Yes.
Yeah?
It had a happy ending.
It did have a happy ending. You guys were right.
Yes.
Did you guys read this book before?
No.
Okay, just making sure. Just checking. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that story. We'll have another exciting one when we come back after the break. Welcome back. Our next story is The Candlefly and the Hunters by Grace Nichols. One day, in a forest village, a group of men were playing cards. They sat around a table in a benab, a kind of thatched round house. They were having a good time when one of the men noticed a tiny fly on the edge of the table. He was just about to bring his heavy hand down on it when another said kindly, "Oh, leave the little creature. It isn't harming anyone." And so the fly was spared. To everyone's amazement, the tiny creature turned to the kind man and said, "Oh, thank you, sir, for saving my life. Someday, I hope to repay you for your kind deed." The others laughed at the idea that a tiny fly could help anyone and slapped their thighs in amusement. A few days later, the men set out hunting with their bows and arrows in search of some wild meat for their families to eat. This meant crossing the river to the other side where creatures like the iguana and the chakalaka bird could be found. Their small boat took them over to the other side of the forest. Everyone was in good spirits as they walked through the thick bushes and they sang an old folk song. Mosquito says I will swing-o. Mosquito says I will swing-o. Swing-o, swing-o. They had a successful day hunting and headed back to the boat with the meat they'd caught slung about their shoulders. But on the way, they found themselves in a sudden thunderstorm. They couldn't seek shelter under the trees because, of course, lightning can split a tree in two with one zigzagging flash. So they stood there, huddled together in the open. They jumped at every crackle, thinking it might be a jaguar or an anaconda snake. Eventually, the blinding rain stopped, but it was already night. The men could barely see as they made their way back to the boat on the river. They paddled quickly in the dark, but when they came to a fork in the river, they couldn't see which way to take. There was no moon, not even a single star to help them. Soon, they were hopelessly lost. Then, out of nowhere, they heard a little voice and a flickering light beside the boat. "Can I be of any help?" the voice said. "I'm the little candlefly whose life you spared." The hunters couldn't believe their eyes or ears. They had a savior, one in the shape of a candlefly. The man who had almost squashed a fly felt ashamed. "Forgive me," he said, "for being so thoughtless. We're lost and can't find our way home in the dark." "Just follow me," said the candlefly. "I'm glad to repay the kindness of the gentleman here who told you not to kill me." So they followed the flickering candlefly down the dark river, through the sleeping forest. Their candlefly guide flew on and on, taking them safely to their Benab homes. Their families were so happy to have them back that they wanted to do something in return for the candlefly. The kind hunter's little daughter had an idea. "Father, why don't we have a candlefly dance every month for our candlefly friends?" And so it was done. The next day, as evening fell, everyone gathered in the forest clearing. They laid out special dishes and drinks. The children were all dressed up in shimmering capes and could hardly wait for the celebrations to begin. The candleflies arrived like magical little aliens, and the village flute players began to play their music. At that moment, the boys and girls started swaying and twirling. The candleflies danced around them, delighted. And to this day, every month in that forest village, the candlefly dance shimmers on. The end. What do you guys think of the candlefly?
It was helping the people who wanted to kill him, but he didn't care. He still helped.
He still helped?
He was kind, even though they almost squashed him. He's still kind.
Yeah. Do you guys like to help?
Yes.
You help your parents?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I help wash the dishes.
I usually help my parents. I help my dad clean a car. I help my mom
Oh, wow.
wash the dishes. I usually help them carry groceries.
So like the candlefly, who's very small, you guys know what it's like to be small and be able to be helpful, right? So this candlefly, no matter how small he was, could also be helpful too, just like you guys, right? Well, I hope you guys like that story. We'll have to take another break, but when we come back, we'll have the final book.
Okay.
Welcome back. The next book we're going to read is called The Singing Beetle. It was written by Linda Strawn and illustrated by Oliver Hurst. Singing Beetle. Poppy the beetle liked to sing. She sang all day. She sang if she was happy. She sang if she was sad. Squeak, squeal, screech. The rest of the beetles didn't like Poppy's singing. They said her singing was squeaky. No one wanted to play with Poppy. See Poppy? Poppy was sad. She went off into the woods. Now I can sing as loudly as I want, she said. She sang so loudly that she didn't spot Harry the mouse. Harry was looking for a treat. Jake the snake was looking for a treat too. Yummy, a mouse, he said. But Poppy's singing was so loud that Harry didn't spot Jake. Jake looked at Harry. Harry looked at Poppy. Poppy looked at Jake. Look out, little mouse, Poppy cried. A sneaky snake wants you as a snack. Harry got a fright. A snake, he said. He ran to hide in a heap of leaves. He tried not to shake. See the snake's head right here, looking at Poppy and the mouse. Jake's tummy gave a rumble. He went to look for Harry. Look out, said brave little Poppy. Then Poppy began to sing. It was loud and squeaky. Jake got a fright and he slid away. Harry came out. You are a brave beetle, he said, and I like your singing. Really? Said Poppy. Harry liked to sing too. We can sing together, he said. So Harry and Poppy sang together every day. Squeak, squeal, screech. That's the end. Do you guys like to sing?
Yes.
Yes?
I love singing.
Do you guys sing good, or do you guys think you sound like Poppy when you guys sing?
I think
I
I sing
sound
good.
good.
I sing good.
Do you think your singing will ever one day help someone?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
No, you won't.
Yes.
No, you
Yes.
won't.
Maybe.
No.
Yes,
Maybe.
Do you guys, I mean, when you guys
Wait,
sing,
yes,
do
it will. Yes, it will.
Yes, it will. When you guys want to sing, do you guys sing in front of other people, or
No.
do you guys
No.
go
I
off
sing
on
in
your own
front-
like
I
Poppy?
just-
I
Unless
just
I
go off
want
by
to.
myself.
You go off by
Unless I
yourself.
want to.
What do you think about Jake the snake?
He's a evil. He's evil.
He's
He wants
evil?
to eat
He's
me.
evil like me.
He wanted to eat the mouse.
Yeah, he wanted to eat the mouse.
Yeah,
Do you guys
okay.
think that Poppy and Harry deciding to sing together, do you think they're gonna sound good? Do you think they're gonna have like sold out shows, or do you think
Yeah, I
they're
think
just singing
so.
together for fun? No?
I think so.
I don't think they'll get
Well, they'll get a show for mice because all they do is squeak, 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 squeak.
Screech!
Squeak, squeal, squeak.
Thank you, boys and girls from Horizon Academy. And thank you for watching. We'll see you next time on Veranda Tales.
Today's stories taught lessons about the importance of working as a team. Here are 2 great tips for moms and dads. Use games that teach teamwork. Letting children play while they learn important skills is always effective. And one great game that teaches teamwork is Follow the Leader. Playing board games together can also help inspire teamwork in children. Get kids to work together on projects. Games and physical activities aren't the only ways to teach children teamwork. Try getting children to work together on projects, whether it's performing a short skit together or creating a collective art project. Make sure that every child has a role on the team.